We're here today to announce the signing of Jace Bowman to a national letter of intent to play baseball next year at Barton Community College. We're very happy to have Jace in our program, and really looking forward to the contributions that he'll make to our program in the next 2 years. He's been a three-sport player, three-sport athlete at Great Bend High School. Has done well in all three sports, and I think that lends to a lot of athleticism on his part. We like to recruit those type of players that are good athletes and have the ability to discipline themselves in three different sports. I think probably the best thing that I can think of right now as far as Jace is concerned is that being that he has played three sports in high school all the way up, he really hasn't given his full effort to just baseball. He's a good player right now, and I think once he decides that he's going to play this for 9 months with our program, which he's decided to do, is really going to help him a lot. He's going to get a lot better, and I think really Jace's ability really showed at the Kansas State High School All-Star Game, where he was able to play with very good players, the best players in the state, and was able to go in there and be the type of player that he's going to be capable of being, playing around those players. You know, they say playing around good players makes you better. And I think Jace has that ability to come in here and get better and be one of those guys that his athletic ability will make other people better around him. I think there's been a concern, I know there has with him. I know there's been a lot of heartache with the decision about whether he wanted to play basketball or whether he wanted to play baseball or whether he wanted to try to do both. And that was a decision that I think we wanted Jace to make on his own. We didn't want to try to sway him one way or the other. I know he's gotten a lot of advice from a lot of people, but we wanted to make sure that this game is tough enough as it is, baseball. We wanted to make sure that there weren't any regrets on his part. It's a game of failure. It's going to be tough at the beginning. Nothing in baseball is really easy. It's probably the toughest game there is to play. To hit a round ball with a round bat at about 85 to 95 miles an hour. So there's going to be some struggles, and we just wanted to make sure, and I wanted to make sure that when those struggles happened, that he was mentally ready to do that and to take those on and to really fight through those and not second guess himself and say, well, I wish maybe now I'd have played basketball. That's not the type of attitude you have to have if you're going to play this game. And I'm thoroughly convinced that Jace is at that point right now where he is ready to give it his best shot and all his attention and all of his passion to the game of baseball. Yeah, we're just, he's like any other 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid who gives up one sport to play another. It's probably going to be tough to sit and watch other guys play basketball, but at the same time, I really believe, and I think he does too, that his future's in baseball, and I think he'll go as far as his hard work will take him. So we're very proud today to have Jace Bowman as part of our baseball program and as part of one of our student athletes.
It's very exciting, and I'm fortunate for the opportunity to play in front of people in Great Bend that have followed me and play on my grandfather's field, and my parents will get to watch me, and it's just I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to it.
That are coming through there.
Well, I think it says a lot. The athletic programs at Great Bend High School are very good. They have good coaches, and I think when there are good coaches in a high school, that plays a big part in who we recruit. And if we know that they have been trained the right way, that they have been brought up the right way in that game, Randy Beck does a great job at Great Bend High School with that baseball program. And, you know, we all know that, you know, in high school you take what you get, you know, and probably if you look at it, they probably shouldn't have had the record they did this year if you look at it comparatively speaking to other schools and other teams. But I think the dedication that Randy Beck has, that Coach Beck has with that baseball program, helped them overachieve a little bit. And you know, Nick Nye came in here last year as a freshman and worked his tail off and pitched a lot more last year for us than I thought he would. And so I think it says a lot about Great Bend High School athletics. I really, you know, I'm a big supporter of that. You know, they do a great job there, and we're looking forward to having Jace here because you know, I think he's been brought up the right way. You know, going back a little bit with his grandpa, I don't usually like to talk too much about Danny because I usually get teary-eyed a little bit because he meant so much to this program and still does. But I think that it is a compliment to him that, you know, he's had 2 grandsons play here and a son play here, and I just think that you know, that legacy is going to carry on, and I'm very happy about that.
Mainly Tabor College in Hillsboro and Barton were the 2 major decisions.
Studying, what's your major?
Right now I'm majoring in business. So.
Some pop to his bat.
He does, and if you look at him, he's, I don't know, what, he's 6'2", 6'3", 6'6" in your mind. You know, he's got a lot of room to get bigger and stronger, and he is a second baseman by trade. His size allows him to be able to play a lot of other positions, you know, both corners. And you know, what we'll try to do is we'll try to, you know, look and see where he has the best possibility of playing at the next level. Power is something that comes with time. I feel like you need to learn how to hit before you can learn how to hit with power. The one thing that I think that we have a head start on is that Jace knows how to hit, and I think the power will come. We did lose a lot of power, but in this game right now, the way the bats are, that's not the biggest problem. You know, Jace handles the bat well. He knows the game and understands, you know, what we're trying to do here. He's been in our camps for a long time, and I think that you know, the familiarity of the program for him is going to allow him to be a lot more successful immediately.
In a quick amount of time.
All of them. I mean, isn't that what coaches do? They want them to be major leaguers right away. You know, he's going to get stronger. He's going to get faster, and I think, you know, just ability-wise, the ability's there. Anytime you go from one level to another, the biggest struggle is going to be mentally, and it's going to be the speed of the game, and that's why I say, you know, the fact that Coach Beck and the type of things that he teaches hopefully will help him adjust to the speed of the game, and I think that's going to allow him to get there a little bit quicker than maybe somebody coming in from a different program. Absolutely, and that's what I was alluding to before. He could play either corner position, third or first. He could play second base, probably be the tallest second baseman in the conference, maybe in the country, I don't know. But being able to be as athletic as he is, you know, allows him to do more things. And, you know, being on the field is the most important thing. Where you are on the field really shouldn't matter as long as you're doing what it takes to help the team win, and I think Jace is on board with that. We talked a lot about it. I mean, our first priority with him right now is to play second base, and he'll play, you know, the other 2 positions and maybe, you know, a 4th one in the fall, which we try to do, and when we try to put our team together and figure out what gives us the best chance to win.
Official that he can work on up until he arrives in August?
Absolutely. You know, we have a throwing program, we have a weight program. He's in a weight program. He goes in every morning times 7, 6:30, something like that, and enlists at the high school, and he's playing for his American Legion team, so he's able to work from that standpoint. So it's going to fit in real well with what we do, and he's going to be prepared, well prepared. I don't know if any freshman is ever prepared when they come in immediately. I think there's a period of an adjustment, of about 2 weeks to figure out, whether we're crazy or whether we're really good guys. Once he figures out that we're crazy, then we're going to be in good shape. So, but that's usually the case, and that's something that he'll do the rest of the summer.
Well, ultimately, I just decided that focusing on one sport all year would benefit me more, and kind of just curiosity to just see how much better I could get if I just focused all year and worked on one sport during the summer and during the fall and spring, and just to see, I guess, how much I can improve on one sport. That it was a very tough decision, and I couldn't see myself giving up baseball, and I love it, and I love playing it, and I feel like I had a better opportunity to play baseball.
I'm thrilled to have him here. Obviously on the field, and Barton just means a lot to us, and I'm happy to be able to watch him home games, and logistically it's a lot easier. One of his wishes when he was thinking about college was to get out of the house, get away from home. So I know that was a big thing for him, and I think we can solve that issue too, because we're going to hopefully put him in the dorms, and he can be more part of Barton by doing that as well.
It means a lot to me, just the history that both of our families have with Barton County. Obviously with the Biggs family, with Danny being a major part of the beginning of the college back in the 60s and 70s, being heavily involved in the establishment of the college, the Cougar Booster Club, the backing, the fan support that he's had, and then having actually 2 boys play here at the college.
Right.
Go to school here and play ball. And then I grew up in small town Pawnee Rock, and when I was a kid, I loved basketball. So I had to get over the basketball thing too myself. But I played out here back in '76 through '78 on a couple of pretty successful basketball teams, and I've always loved Barton County. When I came here from the hometown, the Booster Club embraced all of us, and it was a great experience, both the college athletically, the Booster Club, the community, and it's really kind of neat to be able to pass another one along, to go through that. Our oldest daughter went to school here, and to have Jace play here and go to school is really, I'm pretty proud of that. Barton County has always been a special place to me, and we feel fortunate that Jace has developed to the point that he can come out and hopefully contribute to the baseball program and have some success like all of us did when we were here to go around. And then obviously with Brent, Coach Biggs being on the staff, that's going to be an interesting situation, and we'll watch and see how that evolves. I think it's going to be a great thing for Jace to work with Brent and Mike. Brent being a second baseman, being a really good second baseman back in the day. I think it's a great situation for Jace to learn under both these coaches.
Brent's been a good role model. Jace has always admired Brent when he was playing, and they talked a lot over the years, and Brent's encouraged Jace, and so that's been fun to watch too.
So it's just that history, that history that we've had in the next generation with Great Bend and Barton County. A lot, I don't want to get into this. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people in the community, more on the KUK stage, the big school stuff, and don't really get involved around here. But when you go through the system, go through the program, and you get involved with the community college here. It's a really neat, we're fortunate that we have it here. We're fortunate the kids have the opportunity to come here, and not only as students but student athletes, and we're very happy and proud to have that opportunity presented to Jace. I don't know if the umpires will like me hanging around. But